I am Kayma Hurley, and I am a licensed therapist and coach, and I have spent the last decade building my dream private practice, and I am here to give you my 5 best tips on how you can do it too. So let's get started. Number 1 is give without expectation. So what this means is the way we really build trust in the world is we give, right? We trust people who we know that they're experts, we've seen their work, we just believe in what they do and who they are. There's something authentic and genuine about them. So if you think about the people that you like to refer to right now, those are going to be people who, like, if you've got a chiropractor that you love, it's because you've experienced their work, you have been there, you know that they prioritize you first, they give a lot to you, even though you're paying for their service, right? But they're giving you a lot of time and attention, or you've heard really good things about them from other people, right? So we want to create those kind of referrals in your business. And so the way you can do that, the way you can build trust and that you're an expert in your community is just by going out and giving your information and letting people know who you are. So this looks like, giving a talk. So I used to give talks at my local chiropractor for free, just to help really establish that I was an expert in my field locally, so that anybody who was at that talk would get to know me a little bit and understand what I was about. And then they would tell their friends, or there was other professionals there and they would tell their clients. And it's a really easy way to build up momentum as far as referrals go. Some other ways you can do it are invite people to coffee and just get to know them, but spend that time getting to know them and understanding their business and what they're about. Don't make your goal for them to learn about you and to get clients. Really make it about giving to them and understanding them and wanting to get to know you. Because people who feel seen and heard and understood and like you actually care about them are going to trust you more and are more likely to refer down the road or use your services at some point. So you're going to give lots of referrals out to other people. You're going to get to know other people. You're going to give talks and let people know you by just giving away information, whether it's on social media or in person, but just give really freely without expectation and know that reciprocity will come back to you at some point. Number 2 is set a fee that you're proud of. So when I first started my practice, I was trying to keep up with other people in my practice that were charging way more than I had ever made. So I was making probably about $25 an hour at the time as a clinician at an agency, and I joined a practice, small group practice, where other clinicians were charging about $95 an hour. That was such a huge jump for me to think I could be making $95 an hour when I'd been making $25. So when I tried to charge that much and keep up with them, right, that's what everybody else in the practice was doing, so that's what I should do too. What I found is I would get on phone calls with potential clients and I would literally talk them out of working with me or talk them out of my fee. So I'd get on and we'd have a good conversation, decide it was a good fit, and they'd be like, how much do you charge? And be like, $95, but I offer sliding scale. I'd immediately jump to offering them an alternative because I didn't think that they would pay that fee, because I didn't think what I had to offer was worth that, right? I didn't believe in myself yet and wasn't confident enough in myself to be able to charge that fee. So what I always tell new private practice owners is charge a fee that you feel super comfortable with. Like you feel like you're giving them so much value that they won't even question it or doubt it, right? So if let's say that's $50 an hour for you right now, that feels really solid and confident. You know you can help them for $50. You know they're walking away with a good deal for $50. Start there. You can always raise your rates later, and you will, and you should, but start with where you're comfortable with. I've more than doubled my rates from where I've started, and now people are paying that because I know that the value I'm giving them is worth that. And they know it too because they can tell, because I'm so confident in what I'm selling, because I 100% believe it. I 100% believe I can give them the value that I'm asking them to pay. Okay, so number 3 is going to be, you must market yourself. So I was taught as a clinician that marketing was even kind of maybe sleazy. We were taught what not to do, how marketing can be unethical, but nobody ever really taught us how to market ethically. And so the message that I received from that is you shouldn't market yourself, it's bad. And then when I started trying to market myself, I felt like a narcissist and was trying to be like really boastful. So neither of those things are true. So what we want to do is actually lean into marketing. I want you to recognize that you have a beautiful gift that you're there to give the world. Like that's why you got into the helping profession, is to help people, right? So the people need to know that you can help them. They need to know you have these unique skills and talents and this way of helping them. And the only way they're going to do that is if you put yourself out there into the world and really let them know that you're there. So marketing is an absolute must. You've got to get out there, get some coaching around this if you need to like get past these blocks that you have that somehow, you're not serving your clients by marketing or putting yourself out on social media, or you're coming across as egotistical, because that's just not what's happening. Okay. Number 4 is identify your ideal client ASAP, as fast as possible. The person who energizes you, the person who gets you excited, whether that's a client or a specific condition, whatever that is. If you love working with people with anxiety, that's my jam. I love it. I don't love working with people with depression as much as I love working with people with anxiety. However, they go hand in hand. And so I market to both a little bit, but definitely more heavy on the anxiety side. I love clients who are self-motivated. They're invested. They want to dig in and do the deep work. And so my marketing is built around that. When I started, I didn't really know who I wanted to work with. I just worked with everybody. And I worked with people with schizoaffective disorder. And I work with people struggling with divorce, and I worked with people struggling with all kinds of issues just to get to know the people that I really loved working with. And I found that some people on my schedule at the beginning of the day, I look at it and be like, I wasn't really excited to see those people. And other people I was super excited to see. And at the end of our session, I felt energized and pumped and like ready to do 10 more of those sessions in a day. And that's what my private practice became, was I only took my ideal client at my private practice. So even though I built really slowly and I was working Saturdays at my private practice and Monday through Friday at an agency, it didn't feel like work because I was so excited to do it. So that's number 4. Number 5 is embrace your youness. So you offer something unique and quirky to the world, and you really need to lean into that. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't try to do what your colleagues are doing. Really step into allowing your personality to shine through your marketing and while you work with clients and in every part of your business. Bring yourself to your business. Your business is an extension of you in your practice, right? And so you really want to show up in an authentic way so it feels really fun and engaging and it doesn't feel draining because you're wearing this mask all the time. All right, can't wait to hear how everybody's doing. Reach out on social media and let me know.